everyone, welcome back to another train with me video. I actually don't know what I have my Welsh pony all geared up, but like part of me wants to actually train this one. You know what, no, just go with my first, just don't get sidetracked, oh my goodness. Anyways, today I am going to be reading some Starstable dream updates from people on Reddit. Okay, I was trying to think of what my dream update would be, and it's low-key really difficult to pick something, but I have to say, I really want to be able to kind of have like a wish list on the global store because there's so many things that I will see on the store when I am broke and have no money to buy the stuff. And then by the time I actually have money, I have no idea what I want to buy because I've totally forgotten about the thing. So if we could have a list or a way to save things to favorites, that would be so helpful, honestly. Like, think of the amount of things that I could have that I just totally forgot existed because there's no way to save them. But yeah, that would probably be my dream update if I had to choose one thing. Okay, so this first one says, my dream update would be pet interaction. They're so expensive and we can't even do anything with them. It would be so cool if we could play with them. That actually makes so much sense because I don't have that many pets except for the ones that kind of come with quests or something because I don't really spend the money on them. I feel like it is kind of sad, just like they're really cute. Like, for example, this cat that I have is really cute. Other than sitting in my saddlebag and sometimes running beside my horse, like they don't do anything. So they're really just there to look cute, which they do look really cute. But if we could actually play with them, that would be so much fun. I would love to interact with my cat. Like I have, I think 2 or 3 cats, and I would probably forget about them a lot less if I could actually do stuff with them. Not to sound like an evil owner or anything, but I don't pay that much attention to them because they don't do anything, you know what I mean? So I definitely agree with this person. If we could interact with our pets more, I think it would make the game so much more fun and just give us other things to do because this game, when there isn't quests or something to do, it can get really boring. I actually don't know where I'm going. Where do I want to train? I used to have a very good training route and now I don't train as often as I do, or if I do train, it's not like I used to train for hours on end, like just have a whole training session. Now I don't do that very often, so I just kind of go wherever I feel like going instead of following an actual route. The next dream update is to have materials to harvest in Pandora, then be able to craft Pandora inspired clothing and tag like Farrah's workshop. I'm so sorry, I'm trying to read and race at the same time. Evergrey could send you to get materials since he's too sick to go in, and that's how you unlock more crafting recipes. That would actually be really cool. I've never thought about that, but that would also be something interesting for us to do, especially when you're done like most other quests or you don't really have any training to do, or if you just don't want to train, which fair enough. But yeah, I think it'd be interesting because we do have, like they mentioned, Farrah's workshop in Vale. That I don't really do that very often, but when it first came out, I actually thought it was such a cool idea to be able to go out and get the materials and then craft our own clothing and tag. It's a really good idea and it would probably get more people on the game for longer periods of time. And also Pandora, there's nothing to do there once you finish like a couple quests that have to do with like saving and being able to do something in areas that there aren't typically things to do would make it a lot better. I was doing really well there for a while with caring for my horses, and now I haven't logged on in probably over a week, and now my horses are all depressed and slow, so I feel like I'm moving like sloth. Also, not to continue ranting about stuff you don't care about, but like my voice is just not all there today, and I keep clearing my throat. I imagine I'm cutting most of it out, but if you can hear me, just go. I am so sorry. I don't know what is going on with my voice today, but she just did not want to come to work. Okay, back to the actual reading submissions, like this video is supposed to be about. The next one says, definitely weather change and weather effects on a horse. I definitely agree because why did they remove the cold effect on horses for Dino Valley? Not that it's a deal breaker or anything, but a lot of people, like we had to go save up to get a horse to be able to go to Dino Valley so that we could run at full speed, and it kind of made it was like a key aspect of the game, and I don't think they should have taken it away. And just weather in general would be so cool. I think they should make it so we can toggle it on and off because I don't want to be riding around in the rain all the time. But I think it would definitely be interesting and make it more realistic if there was weather. Like they have the winter village and all, it comes at this time, but imagine in December there were places like it could actually actually not just be covered in snow like they have now, but it would actually be snowing other than in Dino Valley. I think that would be so cool. I would totally want to just go for rides. But yeah, obviously I think they should make it a toggleable effect in the game so that you can turn it off whenever you want, but I definitely think that'd be interesting. Or like fog would also be pretty. I think they have, it's like they have some of these effects in certain areas, but I think that it'd be really cool for them to add it just in general. This next one says my biggest would probably be to change your player username. I think it's weird that we can't, and we are stuck with the one that we made when we were 7 years old. And then my next one would be that tag fits all horses. The tag one they are working on pretty slowly. They are trying to retrofit all the horses, which I think is really good. It's annoying when, like, even this Welsh pony, I was trying to put on leg wraps earlier, and it was like, nah, you can't wear those. They don't go on this horse. I also agree that because we can pay to change our horses' names if you decide you don't like the name you pick for your horse, so they should let us do that for our players too. I don't hate my player's name, but every time I look at it, I'm like,
why did I choose that?
Especially like this person said, like a lot of us made our account when we were pretty young. So yeah, I feel like if we can change our horses' names, we should also be able to change our player names. I wouldn't even mind if they charged you to do it. Like that kind of does make sense. The next one says, I would love to have a paddock next to our home stable where you can see your own horses running around. I would definitely love to have a feature like this. I'm in my Minecraft phase right now, so don't mind me mentioning Minecraft, but you know how like it's different in this game because obviously you aren't building the stable or whatever or the paddock, but like in Minecraft you can put your horses in the paddock and obviously you just see them roaming around randomly, which adds to the game. Because okay, now we have the updated stables and whatever. Oh my god, what was that called? Forest Island or something? I don't know, but like we would, if you didn't have enough room in your stable, that's where your horses would get sent. And I feel like if they had something like that where we can send our horses but we'd actually be able to see them, that would be so cool. Like bring that feature back but add to it so that we can actually see our horses. Oh my god, I didn't do this quest. What is wrong with me? Before we started recording, I went to get a coffee, and guys, it is the most delicious thing I have had in a long time. The next one says a much higher max shillings limit. I'm talking 100,000 or even better, 1,000,000, because I am tired of having to buy things in the middle of questing. Also, it would make saving easier. This one is so true. I did another training video a few months ago. It was about the worst features in SSO, and like the most common one that people said was the shilling cap. And I agree, because what do you mean I can only save up to 10,000? It's actually so annoying. So yeah, I agree. Either raise it or just don't have a cap on shilling. This person also said the ability to favorite items in global store. Yes, this is exactly what I'm saying, bro.
Yes.
A real online store website. You can add things to your wish list so you can come back to it later when you actually have the money or you actually have decided to buy the thing. So like, please, Starstable, I am begging you, please add this feature in the game. It would be so much better. Oh my gosh, I love this girl's earmuffs. Okay, I think these are the last two. But yeah, this person has two, and the first one is more player customization options. Definitely. I think that SSO has been doing good with making more options, but obviously there's still a long way to go with body type and like skin color, hair color, birthmarks and freckles and stuff, and just like everything like that. I think there's obviously still a lot to improve on, but they've definitely been doing better than they used to. But it would also be really effective to see even more updates, especially like for people that are just joining the game. Like that's the first thing you see is your player customization. And then their second submission says, I'm saying submission as if they sent it to me, I'm literally just reading it off of Reddit. The second one says the ability to replay quests. This could be an event where you get to replay some of the most memorable quests. This is actually really an interesting idea. I have never thought about this before, but that would be really interesting, especially because I mentioned a couple times in this video when there's nothing else to do. I think replaying some of your favorite quests, or at least having the option to, would be really interesting. You'd probably spend a lot more time on this game if you were able to replay quests, especially because they've changed a lot of the quest lines. For example, like Loretta used to be a lot meaner, so when I joined the game, she was literally a bully, but I think now she's not even that rude, like she's low-key kind of nice. It'd be interesting to see, like, play a changed class to see what's different from how it used to be. Anyways, I think that was going to be all for this video. Those were all the things I had saved to read today. Let me know what your dream update would be for Star Stable. Like I mentioned before, mine is definitely having a wish list for the global store. I just think it would be so helpful. Anyways, I really hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye!